Today I'm very excited because we're talking about spooky makeup. I'm also wearing spooky-ish makeup, which also gets me really excited for the season. So I have two beautiful spooky palettes that I bought recently and I've been trying to film with, but certain situations have led me to push it aside, so I've had to push this video aside multiple times. I first want to start off by saying I purchased both of these myself. This was not sent to me. The palettes in question, you probably already know from the title. I have the Haunted Europe from Nomad Cosmetics, along with the Ghost Town USA palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I purchased both of these in a bundle, and that bundle retailed for $78.40. This one I tried first, but this is the one I'm currently wearing on my eyes today. I had created two looks, but I didn't exactly finish them. I had to stop them midway, and I ended up not having any other footage of them. I don't know how to incorporate that into this video, so I did the best that I could, so please bear with me. So this is the Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe palette. This palette retails for $49. This is a limited edition palette, so if you are interested in this palette, I feel like now would definitely be the time to go ahead and pick it up, because it is probably the only other chance you will get to be able to purchase this palette. Join us on the hunt to discover Europe's most spectacular scary tales. Intensely rich and delightfully lavish, 18 shadows formulated with extra fine pigments, 9 ravishing mattes, and 9 picturesque shimmers inspired by the dark fairy tales of medieval Europe, infused with bilberry seed oil to help restore your skin for crease-proof color. This palette is cruelty-free and vegan, and 5% of sales will be donated to Bat Conservation International, which actually is really cool. They also give some information on bats, which I think is really fun and I kind of want to share. Bats provide vital ecological services like insect pest consumption and plant pollination, making them essential to the health and global ecosystems. But today, bats are under unprecedented extinction threat from widespread habitat destruction and accelerated climate change. Bat Conservation International, the favorite charity of Count Dracula, is dedicated to ending bat extinctions. They are working to conserve bat species at a global scale and ensure the survival of the most imperiled species. We are proud to donate 5% of the retail sales of the Haunted Europe palette to Bat Conservation International to help conserve the world's bats and their ecosystems. I love bats, so thank you for helping the batsies, because they can't help themselves. Let's go through some shades. We have Mary King's Close, Matte Spiced Pumpkin, Hauska Castle, Shimmery Yellow Gold, Highgate Cemetery, Shimmery Ghostly Green, Hawa Bacule Forest, Shimmer Foggy Gray, Ghost River Matte Phantom Mauve, Bloody Mary Shimmer Bloody Crimson, Boogeyman Shimmer Autumn Gold, Frankenstein Matte Jack-o'-lantern Orange, Grendel Matte Eerie Forest Green, Big Bad Wolf Shimmer Silver Bullet Blue, Krampus Shimmer Devilish Purple, Count Dracula Matte Dried Blood Red, The Catacombs Schimmel Gravelstone Gray, Jaragsome Castle Matte Bat Brown, Mary Cemetery Shimmer Gremlin Green, Black Forest Matte Medieval Blue, Bran Castle Matte Ghoulish Violet, and Spandau Citadel a Matte Castle Brick. I feel like this captures a lot of the essence of spooky season, and I feel like it's just one of those vital spooky season palettes that you just need in your collection. It's one I've been wanting, but I've always had it in the back of my head and I never picked it up until I tried the Fuji 5 Lakes palette from Nomad Cosmetics, and I was in love with the formula, the quality, the packaging, everything. It was just so beautiful. So I had to go ahead and pick this up when they had restocked it, and I'm so glad I did. Every look I've done with this palette has been stunning, and I can't wait for spooky season because I feel like I'm gonna make a spooky season palette video before I pack up all my palettes because I have to. This is definitely gonna be like one of the tops on the list because I love the colors and I love the tones. I think it's a beautiful palette for the season. So with this being said, enjoy the 2 looks I created and didn't finish. I'm gonna try to throw them in here. Bear with me. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Today we have a very exciting video because I did purchase more Nomad cosmetics. Like literally as soon as I tried the Fuji 5 Lakes palette, I was like sold, and I placed another order. I did get the Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe palette. I wanted this ever since it launched, but I never picked it up, and then it was limited edition, and then they discontinued it, and then they brought it back. So as soon as it launched, I purchased it because I wanted to try this palette for the longest time. And along with this restock, they also restocked the Ghost Town USA palette, and I'm so excited that I was able to get these 2 in a deal for 20% off. Today I am going to be just using the Haunted Europe palette. I'm going to be making 2 looks with this palette. I want to do something green and something cool toned maybe. I'm going to have fun playing with this palette. I'm for sure going to have fun. Pat a day. I'm getting my period soon. I have some sour straws. I almost dropped them. I have a blanket and I have Pipple up here because we need the support. So I'm gonna try to do 2 looks today, even though I was gonna do 1 because I'm filming a transition and I feel like 2 looks on a transition is kind of weird, but who cares? I'm gonna take this shade called Bran Castle. It's like this beautiful deep toned gray in this palette, and this is going right on my crease because I've been obsessed with cool tones, grays, all of that lately. They've just been hitting the right spot for me, gotta be honest. I'm gonna go into this shade Ghost River to kind of help blend this gray out a little bit. This is very much spooky vibes, so I did use a Bling Brushes E61, I'm sorry I didn't mention, and I am going in with a Sigma E27 now, and I'm dipping into the shade Black Forest. It's this really deep navy blue, and I'm adding this to the outer corner, and I might add it to the inner as well because it might be a cool halo eye. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Blend Bunny B5 blending brush, and it's clean, but I'm just gonna go over the edges here just to make sure all of this is very nicely blended into each other. Now I'm thinking this can go 2 ways, right? So we can go in with Krampus, which is the purple, which I think is too dark, which isn't the worst thing. Or the shade Bloody Mary in this palette, which I think is what it's gonna be for like the vampy fall vibe. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. So I'm taking the shade Bloody Mary. It's this beautiful burgundy. Ignore the purple. It's this beautiful burgundy, and I'm throwing this right in the center. It may be unconventional, but that's what I like about it. We're going for full vampy moment. Oh, I kind of really like this. That's kind of really cool. I'm taking my Blend Bunny B5 and the shade called Ghost River, and I'm just gonna go over this to make sure everything is perfect. I'm taking some setting powder because I feel like my blending was a little messy around this edge right here because I did use a big brush where I should use a smaller brush like the one I'm currently using. My bad. But I'm just using the Glamlight setting powder in translucent to kind of fix it. So far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lash and I'll be right back. Here's the first eye look with the Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe palette. I'm excited. I really like the first look I created. It looks very Halloween-y, very spooky, and I'm very excited. And I think I'm gonna do something more earthy, foresty on this eye. I'm gonna take this deep green called Grendel. I'm gonna take this dark green and I'm going to put this on my crease. I'm gonna start trying to blend this green out because I want a more diffused kind of color. I'm gonna take this deep brown called Dragshome Castle. There's no other shade to blend this green, so I am just gonna take some setting powder and a clean blending brush, and I'm gonna blend this out as much as I can. I'm gonna take the shade Dragshome Castle, and I'm gonna add this to the outer corner of this green look. Going back into my translucent setting powder, I'm just going to make sure all of this is blended. I'm going to take Merry Cemetery. It's this beautiful grungy green. And this is what's going in like majority of my lid space. It's very beautiful. I really enjoy the tone of green. It's like a swampy green. I really love that. I'm going to take this Mint Highgate Cemetery and I'm going to put this like in the inner corner. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to try to put this like in my inner corner here. It's like a minty shimmer. Kind of reminds me of like the glow in the dark color. So I'm going to add some finishing touches, line it, lashes, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I have to actually deal with a emergency, so I might not be able to finish this video. I'm very sorry. These are my 2 eye looks so far, and I'm really sorry again, and I will try to redo this, so bear with me. The next palette that I did purchase from Nomad Cosmetics is the Ghost Town USA palette. Explore if you dare the decaying ghost towns of the Old West. 18 shadows in gritty hues and precious metal highlights, formulated with extra fine pigments for silver smooth feel and platinum rich payoff. 9 cool as sterling mattes and 9 glitzy as gold shimmers inspired by the haunted ghost towns of America's Wild West, infused with the prickly pear cactus seed oil to help keep colors fresh no matter what dusty town you ride into. And this palette is also cruelty free and vegan, and it does retail for $49. And this is a proud supporter of the Birds of Prey at the Peregrine Fund. The Peregrine Fund has been conserving all birds of prey worldwide since 1970 and works to prevent extinction, protect habitats, engage people, and address threats to raptor populations and their ecosystems. We are so proud to support the Peregrine Fund with the launch of the Ghost Town USA palette and help protect endangerment raptors like the condors, vultures, eagles, and hawks of America's Wild West. I love that Nomad's always giving back. I feel like that's a very unique part of their brand and something I really align with, and I really love that they do that. I really enjoy that every launch they're giving back to conservation, which is something a lot of brands don't ever care to think about, but Nomad really does think about the conservations and like what palettes would work with what conservations, and I feel like that's such a great thing. This palette stole my heart with this color story. It kind of reminds me of like a spookier version of the Blend Bunny Longing palette, but the look I created with this was so beautiful. It's so spooky but so wearable at the same time, which I find is something that these palettes do very well. I can't wait to play with this section of the palette more. So for the shades, we have Tubestone, a metallic soft bronze, Undead Sheriff, matte gritty mauve, Quicksilver, a metallic polished silver, Skinner's Saloon, matte dusty blue, Gold Rush, a metallic golden ore, Ghost Town, a matte sage brush, Copper Penny, a metallic antique copper, Bandwidth Queen, which is a matte whiskey brown, Calico CA, which is a metallic green gold, Violet Nevada metallic rose gold, Calamity Jane, a matte blue pine, Calico California, a metallic green gold, Stagecoach Mary, a matte desert cactus, Garnet Montana, a metallic rich garnet, Deadwood, a matte dead tree brown, Ghost Train, a metallic purple fluorite, Dead Man's Hands, a matte past midnight blue, Smoky Quartz, a metallic smoky quartz, Arrested Decay, a matte charred timber. This is exciting. I love this color story and I can't wait to create more looks with this one. This is the one I've used the least, obviously, because I don't know, this one is more neutral out of the two, and I like color, so I like playing with color, even though this is stunning and beautiful, and the look that I created with this definitely made me want to play with this again. We'll have to see. I love these tones, and I'm excited to have both of these palettes in my collection. I've quickly fallen in love with Nomad's formulas. I love what their brand stands for. I find very unique, and I love that about them. Do you guys have these palettes in your collection? Are you interested in picking them up? Let's have a conversation. I would love to hear your thoughts about them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Which look was your favorite? Because I did a few. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Join us on the hunt to discover Europe's Join us on the hunt to discover Europe's most spectacular, scary, I can't talk. It's been a while since I've read something. And 9 impearled. So I'm gonna prime my, I'm going to take Mary Cemetery. Where have you gone? To help no matter what. Violet NV, a metallic rose gold. Calamity Jane, which is a matte blue pine. I need to redo this. Deadwood matte